All right, I would like to introduce myself. I'm Bob Biega, and I'd like to welcome all you all to MAT 126, Technical Algebra and Trigonometry. If you are viewing this video, then success to you for following your first set of instructions. Keep in mind that, after you watch these videos, do that pretest because your work will not open up until you take that pretest. So make sure you do that. But we're going to move on, and I'm going to kind of take this time to go over some items of importance, some informative type things, and then turn this video camera off me onto this computer screen to take you through a tour of the class, to kind of show you where things are. So it's very important to watch all these videos so you're not wondering, where my homework is, where are my tests, where do I find this, and so on. So let's just kind of get started. I've been teaching online for several years, probably about 10 now, since really online learning started. A lot of changes, a lot of upgrade things that are better for the students. But what I've noticed in the time is communication problems. Most of you all probably grew up using technology from the time you were very young. And as we've gotten more ways to communicate, it seems that we're worse at communicating. So I just want to stress the importance of email. That's how I communicate. So you have to check the email account that you used when you signed up in my math lab. I send emails out, usually every week. Sometimes they're just kind of, where should you be, what you should be doing, stuff like that. And others involve when things are due, reminders, things like that. So the only way that we can communicate in an online class is through email. So I can't stress the importance of that. And some of you are thinking, well, why is he even saying that? Well, because I have students that tell me they don't check their email when I've sent out stuff. And I'm thinking, really? That's kind of surprising to me, but I guess it is what it is. So you really need to check your email. So that's one thing. The other thing is the basic setup of this class. This class is a technical math class. A lot of times when students hear the word technical, they think, ooh, easy. It's as hard as any other math class you'll probably take. It has topics that are geared towards students in the industrial maintenance, electricity, electronics, those type programs. So there will be times when you have certain problems involving what are called circuits, like how your house is wired. And that's what this class is designed for. I know there are campuses that offer this instead of Math 85. It's not what this class was designed for, but I think it's kind of a loophole thing. So if you are taking this class solely instead of Math 85, I'm just going to caution you that there's going to be stuff that you're going to see that's designed for students in the program. So please, if you don't think you're up to that task with all the different terminology that we use in that program, then you may want to consider dropping and taking 85, because I've had several students that were doing that and had a lot of trouble. Students in the programs are familiar with, frequency, ohms, watts, all those terms, and they usually don't have much trouble. The math is the math. It's trigonometry. It's algebra. It's a little, we do some exponential logarithms, so we do a little bit of everything. We don't do much graphing at all, but, it's the terminology that might get you if you're not careful. But once I take you through the class, I will show you things that might help you with that. So if you won't let the terminology trip you up and just do the math, you'll be fine. So that's another thing that I want to talk about was that, because I do have students that taking it instead of 85, and I just don't recommend it. So like I said here, after I end this video, we'll move on to the next one, and then I will show you all the links to the class. But I can't stress importance enough of communication. If you have troubles, there's ways to email me with questions through the class. You can email me outside the class. If you're in the Lexington area, you can stop by my office. I want everybody to be successful, but you have to do the work. And the most important thing to do is to motivate yourself to do something every week. You can divide up the topics, from where we are till when the test is, and then say, okay, I need to do this every week. So we'll get to that here shortly. But anyway, you won't be seeing my face on the next video. Lucky you. But we'll start here shortly.